Sorcerer Battlegrounds is out with its biggest update yet, and probably the biggest for any Battlegrounds. Every single character has their own custom theme, unique spawn animations, and of course, we also got 2 new characters. Kashimo finally leaving early access, and Gojo Mastery has been released with its own quest. I'll have all the chapters of each rework, addition, and character on screen now, so if you want to see something specific, you can go there. Or you can stay here and watch everything that has changed, and I'll give everything a rating. So, let's start off with Gojo Mastery. Right, Gojo Mastery, the character that was teased months and months ago, but wasn't worked on until recently, having a full complete moveset with multiple finishers to each move. It's pretty damn good visually, but is it any good to play? Yes, all the moves complement each other really well. You don't need to have one set combo to be efficient, so if a move or 2 is on a cooldown, you can still fight. Of course, there are some problems, which is probably just me being nitpicky, but with its counter, you can't move your character or enemy around to aim where they will go. This is kind of odd because you can aim where the enemy goes with 2 but not 4. This threw me off the first couple of times, but let's take a look at some of the moves. Overall, the base moveset is a 8.5 out of 10 for me. Everything works well together, the visuals and finishers are amazing. Not much to complain about. And now time for the awakening. And yes, that is the 0.2 second domain I talked about last time. Does it actually stun the people around you whenever you do the domain? Sadly, no. But I don't even see why that would be a problem if you're running at Mach 4 dealing damage to everyone. But let's talk about the moves themselves and the ultimate's quirk. First, the M1s. Unlike normal ones, they don't instantly reset. They take a little bit of time to. You would think initially this is a downside, but no. The second M1 is a lapse blue, pulling the other person towards you, allowing you to catch someone from further away. Then you'd probably think to yourself, hey, I could just block the entire time, but no, you can't. The fourth M1 is always a black flash that bypasses block, and oh, don't you think you're safe after being hit by an M1 finisher, because this also has a follow-up. But first, let's take a look at each ultimate move. And here are some basic combos. As it stands, Red Reversal is a really good move to throw out as it bypasses block no matter what. But it is even better when paired with either Limitless Combo or Distortion Break. Now, let's look at its last two moves. The Hollow Purple is actually something that was teased years ago, but never used in favor for a young Gojo Hollow Purple. This is a decently high damage projectile. Unlike young Gojos, it doesn't one-shot. So, depending on who you ask, it's a positive. In my opinion, I think it's a good thing. It has a bigger, wider area, but it deals less damage, and is also a little bit slower. Now for the Hollow Nuke. Obviously, for a move that one-shots a majority of the map, it isn't easy to get. This is in no specific order, as you can do this any way you want, but you have to land 3 black flashes with your M1s and kill someone. Considering how high damage each of your moves are, it isn't incredibly hard, but visually, it's amazing. My only real complaint is that the orbs are a little bit too small, as the red and the blue are maximum output. As shown in the manga, it's the size of Agito, which is around the same size as Mahoraga, but that's probably me just being nitpicky. The ultimate gets a 9 out of 10. Amazing. But you may be wondering, wait a minute, how do I get Gojo Mastery? Well, it's through a quest. The quest you can find at the top left of your screen with the 3 stars. You're given 3 quests which you must complete. The only catch is that you must do these quests 3 times. They aren't too difficult and are pretty easy to do, like playing for 15 minutes or using your ultimate or just dealing damage. Pretty much what you already do when playing the game. Now that you've finally completed the quests, you can... This is truly what my god would have done if KK wasn't biased. Anyways, there you have it. That is how to get Gojo Mastery. The quest animation is absolute cinema. Now, time for the other major character to release. I showed a bit of Kashimo in my last video. The effects for the base moveset have changed, but the combos, damage, and moves are untouched. So as it stands, it's a good 6.5 out of 10. It isn't too complicated, it doesn't look bad, and works pretty damn well. But let's talk about the ultimate. First, the ultimate cutscene, and you'll see why. If you manage to catch someone in both the startup and the down slam of the ultimate, you will deal a whopping 52% damage. But to be fair, if you get caught in the first half of it, that's just a skill issue on your part. But before we get to the rest of the moveset and have people tell me how unbelievably unbalanced the rest of it is, you're right. No, really, you're right, it is completely busted. But it isn't for no reason. The actual ultimate is the release curse technique that you see Kashimo use. If you know anything about Kashimo's curse technique, then you would know that you're on borrowed time. It's a one-use thing. And same here, you will die after not too long. As for the other special effects, you're able to instantly teleport dash, although a very short distance. But you can do this infinitely. Not only your side dashes, but front dash too. It isn't actually all that good whatsoever. The longer you're alive for, the faster all your moves get. And of course, it has changed M1s, which are amazing. But let's look at all the moves. And here is a basic combo, although all the moves go into each other besides 4, which doesn't go through Ragdoll. Great, amazing, 9 out of 10 for the ultimate. I love the effects, it feels smooth to play, and it's just overall satisfying. But let's talk about all the other major changes. First things first, every single character now has its own spawn animation. I love it personally, though the spawn animations have a lot of potential in the future. For example, custom ones instead of character specific ones. But at the moment, the sound effects and the animations are pretty in character for each one of them. Nothing much to complain about, 7 out of 10. The other major addition is the music for each awakening. Custom composed for each one of them. Some are better than others, but overall, they aren't anything to scoff at. If I could, I would definitely have some of these remixes in my own playlist, 9 out of 10. Now, for the other major reworks. I will semi-rapid fire these, so let's start off with Toji. Toji had sound and effect reworks for its cutscene move, as well as fixes to the animation of the worm. Young Gojo now has maximum output lapse blue. It's pretty cool, I'd say. It replaced the old palm strike, which was pretty meh. Alongside this, it also got new domain visual effects. The base moveset was mostly untouched, besides Infinity, which now has the breeze float around it. After that, we got the best rework yet, and it's for Sukuna. I love how it now actually utilizes the slashes for its M1s. Alongside this, there is now an aura around you, which is pretty damn cool. The other big change is a fire arrow variant. If you don't know, Sukuna can technically use 2 variants of it, so they added it. The other minor change is the aura, which is also pretty damn cool. And the other big rework is not actually related to any of the characters, rather than the game as a whole. Now, there are 3 maps in rotation. They don't swap too frequently, but it's a nice touch. Anyway, that's all the content related changes. There are so many more I could have listed here and made the video like 25 minutes long of me just talking, but I recommend you go check it out yourself. And I seriously do mean that. There are so many new things like UIs, combat changes, balancing, and so much more. I didn't even talk about any of the kill emotes that there are, the tens of them, and the 71 emotes. Yeah, no, go check it out, guys. Anyways, I will see you in the next one.